I was wondering why I was on the screen.
Evening class. Today I'm going to be sharing with you a passage from the Bible, the Book of Jonah. Now, concerning the Book of Jonah, it concerns a prophet of God, Jonah, and God commanded Jonah to travel 500 miles eastwards to the city of Nineveh, a city that was renowned for its violence, even being called the city of bloodshed. How would Jonah react to this command given to him by God? How would the Ninevites react to this prophet going into their land? Let's find out in the book of Jonah. The word of Jehovah came to Jonah, the son of Amittai, saying, "Get up, go to Nineveh, the great city, and proclaim judgment against her, for their wickedness has come to my attention." But Jonah got up to run away from Jehovah to Tarshish. He went down to Joppa and found a ship going to Tarshish. So he paid the fare and went aboard to go with them to Tarshish, away from Jehovah. Then Jehovah hurled a strong wind at the sea, and there was such a violent storm on the sea that the ship was about to be wrecked. The mariners were so frightened that each of them began to call on his God for help, and they began throwing the articles of the ship into the sea to make it lighter. But Jonah had gone down into the inner part of the ship, where he lay down and fell fast asleep. The ship captain approached and said to him, "Why are you sleeping? Get up, call out to your God. Perhaps the true God will show his concern for us, and we will not perish." Then they said to one another, "Come, let us cast lots to find out who is to blame for this calamity." So they cast lots, and the lot fell to Jonah. They said to him, "Please tell us, who is to blame for this calamity that has come upon us? What is your work, and where do you come from? What is your country, and from what people are you?" He replied, "I am a Hebrew, and I fear Jehovah the God of the heavens, the one who made the sea and the dry land." At this the men became even more afraid, and they asked him, "What have you done?" The men learned that he was running away from Jehovah because he had told them. So they said to him, "What should we do to you to make the sea come down for us?" For the sea was growing more and more stormy. He replied, "Lift me up and throw me into the sea, and the sea will come down for you. For I know that it is because of me that this violent storm has come upon you." However, the men rowed hard back to dry land, but they could not, because the sea grew more and more stormy around them. And they called out to Jehovah and said, "Ah, no, O Jehovah, please, may we not perish because of this man. Do not hold us responsible for innocent blood, since you have done as you please, O Jehovah." And they lifted Jonah up and threw him into the sea, and the sea ceased its raging. Then the men were struck with great fear of Jehovah, and they offered a sacrifice to Jehovah and made vows. Jehovah now sent a huge fish to swallow Jonah, so that Jonah came to be in the belly of the fish for 3 days and 3 nights. Then Jonah prayed to Jehovah, his God, from the belly of the fish, and he said, "Out of my distress I called out to Jehovah, and he answered me. Out of the depths of the grave I cried for help. When you threw me to the depths into the heart of the open sea, then the currents engulfed me. Other breakers and waves swept over me. And I said, I have been driven away from your sight. How will I gaze again upon your holy temple? Waters engulfed me and threatened my life. Weeds were wrapped around my head. To the bottom of the mountains I sank down. But out of the pit you brought up my life, O Jehovah my God. When my life was ebbing away, Jehovah was the one whom I remembered. When my prayer came into you, into your holy temple. Those who are devoted to the worthless idols forsake their source of loyal love. But as for me, with the voice of thanksgiving, I will sacrifice to you. But I have vowed, I will pay. Salvation is from Jehovah. In time, Jehovah commanded the fish, and it vomited Jonah out onto the dry land. Then the word of Jehovah came to Jonah a second time, saying, "Get up, go to Nineveh, the great city, and proclaim to her the message that I tell you." So Jonah got up and went to Nineveh in obedience to the word of Jehovah. Now Nineveh was a very large city, a walking distance of 3 days. Then Jonah entered the city, and walking a day's journey, he was proclaiming, "In just 40 days more, Nineveh will be overthrown." And the men of Nineveh put faith in God, and they proclaimed a fast and put on sackcloth, from the greatest to the least of them. When the message reached the king of Nineveh, he rose up from his throne and took off his royal garment and covered himself with sackcloth and sat down in the ashes. Furthermore, he issued a proclamation throughout Nineveh. "By the decree of the king and his nobles, no man or beast, herd or flock should eat anything at all. They should not take food, nor should they drink any water. Let them be covered with sackcloth, both man and beast, and let them call out earnestly to God, and turn from their evil ways and from the violence they practice." Who knows whether the true God may reconsider what he intends to do and turn from his burning anger so that we may not perish. When the true God saw what they did, how they had turned back from their evil ways, he reconsidered the calamity that he said he would bring on them, but he did not bring it.